Hi guys, today's video is all about dating your spouse or long-term partner. I thought it would be good with Valentine's Day being right around the corner that we go over some good resources and tools that really help you remember to date your partner or some good ways to date your spouse. I think that a lot of times we do get caught up in the busyness of life, and so we kind of forget to turn towards our partner or to nurture our relationship every day. I know I've talked about this in my previous videos about the importance of really continuing to nurture your relationship. And so today what I want to do is I just want to give you some good resources and tools that really help you have fun with your partner and help you remember how to date them. Sometimes we forget and we get stuck in the routine of let's go for dinner and a movie. And I think part of dating is the excitement of how you two create and cultivate aliveness or explore new things together. Or, even if you want to stick to that restaurant routine, try some new restaurants. When we get in kind of the slump and we stop dating, we start disconnecting from one another. So, I know Valentine's Day, as I said, is right around the corner, and really it's my belief that we need to date our partner every day. We need to find those ways that we connect to our partner every day. And it's important to create rituals of celebration, the ritual of your anniversary or, how you first met, the storytelling of, how you first met and came together, your most favorite date that you went on with your partner. All of those things are really good to celebrate. Dr. Gottman, he talks a lot about the importance of small things often, small ways to nurture your relationship every day. A lot of times I get couples in here and they think they have to do really big things to reconnect, and they can't understand why intimacy is lost or they don't have that feeling anymore. And I like to point out that Dr. Gottman's research states it's not the big things that we do, but it's the small ways that we do turn towards one another. Turning towards, as he explains, is creating those emotional bids for connection. It's like making deposits into your bank account because you eventually have to make withdrawals, and we want to create more deposits with withdrawals, and he explains that in his books. And so really, if we're doing small things every day, like cuddling on the couch after a long day, or holding hands on the couch, or cooking dinner together, or creating a ritual of how you greet one another when you get home for the day, small things that you can do that really say, hey, I'm in this with you, I'm here with you. Our relationship is a priority. You matter. Those sort of things are really good to connect. So while, we've talked about small things often and creating those rituals, and I've done a couple of videos on that, today is dating your spouse. So I want to give you some good resources. A couple of them are from the Gottman Institute, and then I also want to I've come up with some others that I give to couples, and they're just fun. You remember when you first met your partner or your spouse and you guys started dating, what were the things that you really liked? What was your first date? What were the things that you really like to do together that still bring a smile to your face when you think about them? So one of the things that I tell couples to do that really is creating a ritual is, whether you have a couples meeting or you start to create a ritual of a date night, to kind of start breaking the ice, I like couples to use these. These are the Gottman card decks. You can either buy them from the Gottman Institute, or he actually has a free app. It's called the Gottman Card Deck app, Gottman. And I'll put a link in the description for you guys. But I love these cards for couples. The love maps is really all about you two. And, it's questions like name your partner's two best friends, name your partner's favorite color, what are your partner's hopes and dreams. And this is a really fun way for you guys to remember what you already know or learn something new about your spouse or long-term partner. It's a good way to start talking and connecting to one another again. The open-ended questions, they're questions to ask that are yes or that aren't yes or no questions. They get you to really start opening up and talking to each other. Now, sometimes if you really haven't been connecting with your spouse or partner for a while, and you really feel like there's nothing to talk about, this is a good way for you to open up and start talking to each other again about, about random things, and this creates connection as well. And then the other card deck that I recommend is this Rituals of Connection. Again, it's on the Gottman card deck app too. This is just good ideas of how to create new rituals in your relationship. Now, if you don't want to use those specific decks, what I tell couples a few different ways to date your spouse or reconnect with one another. So the first one is, and I've kind of already hinted at it, is I ask couples what their first date was or their favorite date, and I have them recreate it. And I think it's really important when you go back in time and you remember that closeness or connection or excitement or aliveness that you felt. And then you recreate pieces of it in your present life now. So it's not just you're holding on to a memory, you're also recreating new experiences, new memories in the here and now. So, write down your favorite date night that you've had with your spouse previously, and then write your ideas of what you want to do now and spice it up a little bit. The other idea I have is I have couples write down 5 things that they want to try new with their spouse or long-term partner. They write 5 things each, and they put it in a fishbowl. So on their date night, or any bowl, so on their date night, what they do is they pick. So it's not like one of them has to guess what they're going to do for the day. It's already been decided, and they pick. And this kind of creates planning and spontaneity at the same time. And so it's a really fun way for couples, again, to date each other, to create the sense of excitement, and to explore new things or try new things. And remember, guys, it doesn't have to be skydiving or scuba diving. It can be, a new restaurant. It can be taking a long drive. It's something that's unique to the couple. So have fun with that one. I also have these little dices, and you probably can't see them, but on the dice there's let's kiss, let's hug, let's play, and some other fun things, and then you match it with where you want to do these activities. And so I can't even remember where I got these, but I don't give these out because this is my only one. But I have couples make their own dice, and this is also a fun way for couples to be playful and a little bit of spontaneity, and really some nights it helps spice things up even in the bedroom. So, that's another good resource to have. And, so again, these are just some things for you guys to try. It could be just, if you don't want to do any of the things I've suggested, it's also important just to sit down with your spouse or your partner and ask, what are the things that make you come alive? What are the things that really bring excitement into your life, and how can we do that together? Aliveness creates connection. Creating new experiences and the ability to explore one another also helps cultivate desire and eroticism. Esther Perel talks a lot about how you create and cultivate desire even in long-term relationships. So these are just a few resources, whether you're doing the card decks, the fun little dice game, creating your own games, or making the list of things that you'd like to try with your spouse or partner. Make this a priority and do it. I know that everybody is super busy, and so what I have couples do is make a commitment and keep it on their calendar. Just like, if you're willing to come to therapy for an hour a week, schedule on your calendar to go on a date with your spouse or a long-term partner. If you're willing to go to the gym, if you're willing to go to the grocery store, make time for one another. And, you know, the rituals of connection, and like Dr. Gottman is saying, small things often. Maybe that week you don't have an hour, so what I want you to play the fun dice game. So what I want you to do, if you don't have it that week, I want you to find ways to connect to one another 5 to 10 minutes a day. And, you know, I've explained in my other videos, but I'm just going to give you a couple of things. Creating, you know, at the end of the night before you go to bed, give each other some words of appreciation or what you admire about your spouse or partner. If it's a really busy week and one of you is washing dishes and the other one's sweeping the floor, go up to one another and just give each other a quick hug and look into each other's eyes and express love to each other. You know, it's sending, if you're gonna send texts throughout the day, it's sending little texts of how much you desire or want them, you know, to spice some things up. So again, if you have a busy week, you can still connect to one another, and then maybe the following week you commit to go on your date night. So date night, it's, you know, sometimes couples to start, all they've got is once a month, and that's okay. You're doing it, and remind yourself of that, like we're making a commitment. And sometimes couples can do every week. So a date night is just a piece of the puzzle. And also ask yourself, what are the ways am I connecting to my spouse or long-term partner every day? All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Have fun with your spouse or partner. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for weekly updates all about relationships. Have a great day.